Hi guys, this is Imelda. Welcome to my channel, and to my returning subscribers, welcome back to my channel. My name is Imelda, and on this channel we talk about parenting ideas, we talk about lifestyle, anything that can benefit a family, a mom, just anybody. That is what we share here. So today I have been thinking, people have been saying the society is bad, people are no longer doing this, people do not have values anymore. And I was just thinking, these people that we are complaining about, they are people's children. Okay, I don't care your age now, but you are somebody's child. You were once a child, and the problem is usually from the way we were brought up. Okay, so if all of us were talking about building a better society, we have to start by helping the people under us. That is the people that we are looking after, or the people that we are taking care of now, which is our children. So today we will talk about the relevant skills or things that we need to teach our children. Don't say that that child is too small to learn this or to learn that. That is one mistake parents make at times. So when you start teaching a child something, a very important skill, from most of them from birth, you see they grow with that thing and it doesn't leave them. So even when they are grown and maybe they don't live with you, they're in another country, in another state or region, they stick to that thing because this is something that you inculcated in them from when they were very small. So that is why I am very, very much interested in parenting. I share my ideas, my parenting ideas, things I have done with my own children, with people's children that has worked. Okay, I'm here for all of that. So let's talk about the relevant skills you should teach your child. So you don't just give birth to a child and leave him or her to a child. He or she cannot train herself, right? So you as a parent, these are the relevant skills you should teach your child. Okay, so number one is effective communication. Very important. You need to teach your child how to communicate effectively with people, with neighbors, colleagues, colleagues in school, uh, um, whoever. When you teach a child from birth or from when they were still very little effective communication, you see they are more likely to, do well in life generally, because someone who can communicate effectively has had a good number of future misunderstandings sorted out. So when a child can communicate effectively, no matter what the situation is, you are calm, you are, your communication, you're trying to say everything in a calm way, in a very concise way, and in a very clear way. You communicate effectively, it promotes understanding. So I know that at maybe when children are at a very tender age, children are most likely to fall out. Okay, it is at that stage fall out with their siblings. Okay, that is when we talk about sibling rivalry. It is at that age you teach them how to communicate effectively. So you say, oh John, you don't say this, say it this way, because the way you say something matters a lot. The way you say it, the tone, everything, it matters a lot. So you teach them how to communicate effectively from a very tender age. Another thing you have to teach your child is self-confidence. Children need, in fact, you have a very big role to play in helping build your child's self-confidence. Let the child know that he or she is enough and can do what others are doing, not in a negative way now. Like, let him, don't build help build your child's self-confidence. Let him believe in himself and in his abilities. Okay, don't talk down on him. I know most children, you don't expect all your children to have the same learning pace. Most children, they take their time to learn. So, but help build that child's self-confidence. It helps that child do better. Even when he's outside there, maybe in school or with his peers, he or she knows who he is. And such a child, watch that child. If You build that child's self-confidence from birth. It helps that child even till adulthood. Okay, another thing you have to teach your child is time management. This is something you cannot even negotiate. Let your children know that there is time for everything. Okay, when it's time to sleep, let everybody go and sleep. When it's time to eat, we are all eating. When it's time to read, we are all reading. Okay, so let them know that there is time for everything and help them manage their time. Help them keep to time also. If they are meant to be in school by 7 o'clock, please help and ensure that by 7 o'clock they are in school. Help them keep to time. This is a skill that will help them throughout their life. And it's easier when you start inculcating these things to them in at a very tender age. Let them know that they need to go to bed on time so that they can wake up on time. Okay, so another thing you have to teach your children is how to take care of themselves. Cleanliness, overall cleanliness. So most parents, you feel your child is too small to take care of his or herself. You do everything for her, do laundry, brush their teeth, do everything. Please, at some point you have to leave that child to take responsibility. Okay, teach the child how to brush properly. Oral health is very important. Teach the child how to take their bath properly, how to keep their clothes clean, do their laundry and everything, clean their shoes, clean out their rooms, tidy up where they stay, clean up after themselves. Help teach them how to take care of themselves. These are lifelong skills that you will not, we cannot even negotiate. Okay, another thing you have to teach your children is financial management. Yes, teach your children financial management is very important. Most parents do not see it as important, but it's important. If you start from when the child is very tender to teach that child financial management, you find out that it's easier to improve on it as they grow, because the kind of financial management lecture that you will give a very small baby of, let's say, 5 or to 10 years is not the same you will give to a teenage boy or a teenage girl. So when you start from small to start teaching them these things, you find out that all you have to do is just to improve on what they already know as they grow. So teach them financial management, teach them how to save, get them piggy banks, teach them how to, they don't need to get everything they want. They can have their needs, not everything they feel like, oh, I think I have $50 in my bag. I want to eat pizza. You must not buy pizza because you're not even hungry. Okay, let them be able to control themselves and manage their finances very well. Teach them how to save. Okay, so another important skill you have to teach your children is decision making skill. Please teach your children how to make the right decision. This is very important because these skills will take them throughout life. And when your child has learned how to take decisions, and not just taking decisions, making the right decisions, you find out that child excels greatly. That even when you are not around, maybe they're in school in another country or in another state, your mind is at peace because you've taught him or her how to take the right decisions. Okay, start teaching them these things at a very tender age. Let them know, okay, the best way to do it is, if there is something that they have to take decision on and they're like, mom, this, what do we do? Ask them, what do you think? And allow them to bear their mind. So when they now tell you what they think, you can now sit back and analyze the consequences of their choice. And to them, for example, if they have like 3 places they're supposed to go at the same time when they were supposed to be in church, and they are to choose, tell them what they think. If they choose the one they choose, list the consequences of each choice, each option. Like if they are going to go for option A, there are consequences. B, there are consequences. C, there are consequences. List the options and allow them to choose. So by the time you do this thing, you find out that it helps them think very fast. It helps them to reason. And from that, they learn decision making. Okay, if I don't go to church, this will happen. If I don't do this one, this will happen. If I don't do this one, this will happen. So let me do this. You find out that they naturally go for the one that the consequences are not negative consequences. Okay, so please teach them decision making skill. Another lifelong skill you're going to teach your children is cooking. This is very important because especially in Africa, we believe that it is the girl child that should be taught how to cook. But it's not true. Yes, it is not true. Yes, I said it. It is not true. Cooking is a lifelong skill. It is something that can save you. I don't know if you don't know how to cook. How I know that some people say I don't know how to cook, but it's very important you teach your child how to cook, even if he's making simple meals. Teach your child how to cook, irrespective of their gender. A child or anybody just needs to know how to cook. Just maybe simple meals. Okay, so teach your children how to cook. Teach your children critical thinking. Teach your children critical thinking. And I've talked about it when I was talking about decision making. They are somehow interrelated. I said how will you teach them critical thinking? Let them analyze the situation of an issue and come up with a working solution. If you have an issue or they have an issue, allow them sit down and think about the situation. Let them come up with possible solutions to that problem. Don't do the thinking for them. Don't try to sort out everything. Allow them do it themselves, but they should report back to you what they have decided to do or what they think it's best to do. So, but when they come back, you can now say, okay, this is it. I think, guys, this is the best. So you guys can go for the best. Teach them critical thinking. Lastly, teach them how to take responsibility. This is very important. Teach your children how to take responsibility. If you doing everything for them is not always the best. Let them take responsibility for their action, take responsibility for themselves. Let them be able to take care of themselves and clean after themselves. Okay, so if you've watched this video to this point, please, I know it shows that you are interested in this kind of content. Please subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so that when a new video is dropped, you will be notified. Thank you, and thank you again. Remember to share this video. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.